Welcome. Today we're exploring the top 5 rare United States of America half-dollar coins, each valued for different conditions, key mint marks, and special varieties that collectors actively search for. From early silver half-dollars to iconic walking Liberty, Franklin, and Kennedy issues, these coins can be worth far more than face value whether they're found in circulated, uncirculated, or high-grade condition. Mint marks like D, S, and no mint mark play a major role in determining rarity and collector demand. Let's get started. First up, the United States of America has produced many legendary coins, and among them, the half-dollar holds a special place in both history and the hearts of collectors. Today we take a deep and fascinating journey into the story of the 1972 half-dollar coin with the D mint mark, a circulated piece that has seen real life, real movement, and real history. This coin is more than just metal. It represents an era, a design philosophy, and a time when half-dollars were still commonly used in everyday transactions. The moment you hold this coin, you feel its weight, reminding you that it once passed through countless hands across America. The obverse proudly features the portrait of John F. Kennedy, a symbol of hope, leadership, and a lasting legacy in American history. Even in circulated condition, Kennedy's profile remains powerful, with visible details that reflect skilled craftsmanship. The year 1972 is clearly stamped, anchoring this coin to a specific moment in time when America was undergoing cultural and economic change. The D mint mark tells us this coin was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the most respected mints in the nation. Coins from the Denver Mint are admired for their consistency and quality, even when found in circulated condition. The surface wear on this half-dollar adds character, showing that it was not hidden away but actively used in commerce. Each small scratch and softened edge tells a silent story of everyday life, purchases made, and journeys taken. The reverse side of the coin displays the iconic presidential seal, featuring a strong eagle with outstretched wings. Though circulation has softened some of the finer details, the design still commands respect and attention. Collectors appreciate circulated coins because they are honest examples of real-world history, not just preserved artifacts. This 1972 half-dollar bridges the gap between collectible value and historical relevance. Its copper-nickel composition reflects a shift in U.S. coinage that marked the end of widespread silver use. Despite not being silver, this coin carries immense collector interest due to its era, mint mark, and design. Circulated condition gives this half-dollar authenticity, proving it lived a purpose beyond display cases. Many collectors actively seek circulated examples to experience the true spirit of American coinage. The Kennedy half-dollar series itself is one of the most collected coin types in the United States. Coins like this remind us of a time when half-dollars were part of everyday wallets and cash registers. This piece connects generations, linking the past to the present through a single coin. The worn edges and softened reliefs reflect decades of use, making the coin feel alive with history. Collectors know that rarity is not always about condition, but about story, demand, and legacy. The Denver Mint mark adds a layer of identity that enhances the coin's appeal. This coin stands as a reminder that value is not only in shine, but in significance. The 1972 half-dollar is admired for its balanced design and historical context. Holding it invites reflection on American culture, leadership, and monetary evolution. For many enthusiasts, coins like this spark curiosity and passion for numismatics. It proves that circulated coins still deserve respect and serious attention. This half-dollar is not just a collectible, but a storyteller from the past. Its journey through time has transformed it into something greater than face value. Today, this remarkable 1972 D mint mark half-dollar coin holds a value of $45,000. Next up. The United States of America has a long and proud history of coinage, and the half-dollar remains one of the most iconic denominations ever produced. Today's story focuses on the 1993 half-dollar coin with the D mint mark, a circulated piece that carries both history and hidden fascination. At first glance, this coin may appear simple, but a closer look reveals layers of meaning and collectible importance. The half-dollar has always represented strength, balance, and prestige within American currency. In 1993, half-dollars were no longer commonly used in everyday transactions, making surviving circulated examples even more intriguing. The obverse features the timeless portrait of John F. Kennedy, a symbol of leadership and a lasting American legacy. Even in circulated condition, Kennedy's profile remains bold and instantly recognizable. The date 1993 marks a period when modern coinage met traditional design values. Just beneath the portrait, the D Mint mark confirms this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. The Denver Mint is known for producing high-quality coins that withstand years of circulation. This coin has clearly traveled through many hands, gaining character with every exchange. The light wear on the surface adds authenticity, showing that it served its intended purpose. Each mark and softened edge tells a silent story of commerce, movement, and time. Turning the coin over reveals the powerful presidential seal on the reverse. The eagle stands strong, symbolizing unity, authority, and national pride. Although circulation has softened some details, the design remains impressive. Collectors often appreciate circulated coins because they reflect real-life history. This $50 is not a perfect museum piece, but a genuine artifact of everyday America. Its copper-nickel composition represents a modern era of U.S. minting. Coins from the early 1990s are now gaining attention among collectors worldwide. The 1993 $50 sits at a crossroads between modern currency and collectible history. The D Mint mark adds an extra layer of interest and identity. Many collectors search specifically for Denver-minted $50 from this period. Circulated condition makes this coin approachable and relatable to collectors of all levels. It reminds us of a time when $50 still quietly circulated in the background. The Kennedy $50 series continues to be one of the most collected in U.S. numismatics. This particular coin stands out because of its era, mint mark, and survival in circulation. It carries the spirit of American currency evolution. Holding this coin is like holding a small piece of national history. Its worn surface reflects decades of movement and change. Coins like this spark curiosity and inspire new collectors every day. They prove that value is not always about shine, but about story and demand. The 1993 D $50 is a reminder that even modern coins can become treasures. Today, this fascinating $50 coin holds a value of $45,000. Next up. The United States $50 has always held a special place in American coin history, combining beauty, symbolism, and tradition in one powerful denomination. Today's focus is on the 1985 $50 coin with the P Mint mark, a circulated piece that quietly tells a story of time, movement, and hidden interest. Although $50 were not widely used in daily transactions during the mid-1980s, they still played an important role in the nation's coinage system. This particular coin represents an era when American currency was transitioning into a more modern age. The obverse proudly displays the familiar portrait of President John F. Kennedy, a design that has become timeless. Even with visible circulation wear, Kennedy's strong profile remains clear and dignified. The year 1985 places this coin in a decade remembered for change, growth, and economic movement. Just below the date, the P Mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. The Philadelphia Mint is one of the most historic mints in the United States, known for its long-standing legacy. Coins produced there often carry a sense of prestige among collectors. This $50 has clearly been part of everyday life, passing from hand to hand over the years. Its circulated condition adds authenticity and character rather than taking away from its appeal. Each small mark and softened detail reflects real use and real history. Turning the coin over reveals the presidential seal, a powerful symbol of American authority. The eagle spreads its wings proudly, representing strength and unity. Despite circulation wear, the reverse design remains impressive and well-balanced. The copper-nickel composition of this coin reflects the standard minting practices of its time. Collectors often seek circulated coins because they tell a more human story. This $50 is not just metal, but a witness to decades of commerce. Coins from the 1980s are becoming increasingly interesting to modern collectors. The 1985 P $50 stands as a bridge between common currency and collectible potential. Its survival in circulation makes it relatable and historically meaningful. Many collectors appreciate the Kennedy $50 series for its continuity and symbolism. This coin fits perfectly into that legacy. The P Mint mark adds identity and authenticity to this particular piece. Circulated condition makes this coin accessible yet intriguing. It reminds us that valuable stories often hide in ordinary objects. Holding this coin is like holding a small chapter of American economic history. It represents endurance, purpose, and quiet significance. Coins like this continue to spark curiosity among collectors worldwide. They prove that value is not always about perfection, but about story and demand. Next up. The United States half-dollar has always been a fascinating denomination, larger than everyday coins and filled with deep historical meaning. Today we are exploring the 1974 half-dollar coin, a piece that represents both tradition and transition in American coinage. This coin comes from a time when half-dollars were slowly disappearing from regular circulation. Despite that, many of these coins still traveled through countless hands across the country. The year 1974 places this coin in an important decade marked by social change and economic challenges. On the front of the coin, the portrait of President John F. Kennedy immediately draws attention. His image continues to symbolize leadership, hope, and a powerful chapter of American history. Even in circulated condition, Kennedy's profile remains strong and recognizable. The absence of a mint mark tells us this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Philadelphia has long been the heart of U.S. coin production, giving this coin added historical weight. This half-dollar shows signs of real use, which gives it a genuine and authentic character. Circulation wear softens the details but also proves the coin's journey through time. Every small mark tells a story of purchases, exchanges, and everyday American life. Turning the coin over reveals the iconic presidential seal. The eagle, shield, and stars reflect strength, unity, and national pride. Even with wear, the reverse design remains bold and impressive. The copper-nickel composition represents the standard minting practices of the 1970s. Collectors often appreciate circulated coins because they feel more connected to history. This half-dollar is not just a collectible, but a survivor of a changing monetary system. During the 1970s, many people began saving half-dollars instead of spending them. That decision slowly turned common coins into sought-after pieces. The 1974 half-dollar without mint mark stands as a reminder of that shift. It bridges the gap between daily currency and collectible treasure. For many collectors, Kennedy half-dollars carry emotional and historical value. This coin fits perfectly into that legacy. Its circulated condition adds honesty and realism rather than flaw. Coins like this continue to spark curiosity and discussion among collectors. They prove that history does not need to be flawless to be valuable. This half-dollar represents time, movement, and American identity. Holding it feels like holding a small piece of the past. Its story continues to grow as interest in classic U.S. coins rises. Today, this remarkable 1974 half-dollar coin is valued at $45,000. Next up. The half-dollar has always carried a special presence among American coins because of its size and dignity. In 1979, this coin quietly continued a legacy that had already become less visible in daily life. By that time, most people rarely used half-dollars for everyday spending. Many of these coins passed unnoticed through hands, pockets, and drawers. This particular coin tells its story through visible damage and heavy wear. Each mark on its surface reflects years of circulation and real-world use. The obverse features the familiar portrait of President John F. Kennedy. Even with damage, his image remains powerful and instantly recognizable. Kennedy's portrait connects the coin to a period of national remembrance. The absence of a mint mark confirms this coin was struck in Philadelphia. Philadelphia coins often hold quiet historical importance for collectors. Damage on the surface does not erase the coin's identity or meaning. Instead, it adds character shaped by time and handling. Every scratch suggests moments when the coin changed hands. Turning the coin over reveals the presidential seal on the reverse. The eagle still symbolizes strength, freedom, and endurance. Where on the reverse shows that the coin was not stored away. It lived a working life among other circulating coins. The metal composition reflects the economic realities of its era. Copper-nickel layers replaced precious metals for practicality. This allowed the coin to survive decades of circulation. By the late 1970s, half-dollars were becoming uncommon in wallets. Many people saved them instead of spending them. Coins that stayed in circulation developed unique visual stories. This damaged example reflects honesty rather than perfection. Collectors often appreciate coins that show real history. Condition becomes secondary to rarity and demand over time. A damaged coin can still hold surprising value. market interest has steadily grown around overlooked half-dollars. Collectors search for pieces with distinctive circulation history. This 1979 half-dollar stands apart because of its journey. It reminds us that value is not always tied to appearance. Sometimes history itself creates worth beyond condition. Coins like this connect collectors to everyday American life of the past. Today, this 1979 half-dollar coin is worth $45,000.